Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 18th of January, 2023. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you've decided to come along for the ride today on this warm day. We're in the middle of the month already. Can you believe it? Time is just flying by. Well, in recent days, my sister contacted me to let me know that her 4-year-old grandson, Thomas, insisted when his mother was making the bed in his bedroom, he insisted on wanting to do it himself. Now, I guess he'd been watching his big brother, Jimmy, make his own bed and watching Mommy make the other beds in the house. But suddenly he decided that it was his turn to learn how. You know, I don't get to see my nephews very often, maybe once or twice a year, but of course I'm always kept in the loop with pictures and videos and things like that. But to hear this and see this just thrilled my heart. I remember when he was just small and just learning to talk, one of the first things I remember him saying was, "I do it, I do it." We had gone out to lunch on a recent visit when we were there about, 6 months ago. And in the restaurant, his mom was trying to wipe his mouth with the napkin, and he took the napkin and said, "Mommy, I do it." He wanted to do it himself. So he is always trying to learn and grow and learn how to do new things. Well, I did get one of those videos, and there it was, him standing by his creation, a made bed, however rumpled. He did it himself. I do it. And he was so proud. But one thing really struck me in this little video that my sister sent of Thomas standing by his bed that he had made himself. And that was this. My sister was encouraging him in the video and saying, "Oh, Thomas, did you do this? That's great. Great job. You know, I've been making my own bed for 6 decades. It's not a big deal for me to get up in the morning and make my bed." But for Thomas, this was just as big as somebody inventing a cure for cancer. I mean, this was huge for him. He learned how to make his bed, and now this is a new skill he has, and he's ever so proud of it. So here's my encouragement to you, boys and girls. Whatever new thing you see your child do, or maybe you're a school teacher and you have students, or maybe just people that you work with that are just learning how to do something, however small the accomplishment may seem to you, it may be something very big to them. So be that encouragement. Don't ever belittle it and say, "It's just making a bed," or "It's just doing this," or "just doing that." Big deal. Don't ever do that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to puff people up and act like every little teeny tiny thing they do is fantastic. I'm not saying that, because then that shifts in the opposite direction. I want to be balanced here, bring some balance to say this. When it's a big deal, especially to Thomas, learning how to make that bed. And then, by the way, in the video, he also went around his room and there were all kinds of things stuck to the wall. And he said, "Graham," that's what he calls my sister, "Graham, this is my art. I did this art in school and I did that one at home." And he was so proud. And all it was little colors on a page or whatever it was. But it was a huge accomplishment for him. So whatever, even the tiniest accomplishment you may see a little one do, or someone who is just learning a skill, maybe an apprentice or a novice at your job, and you're helping to teach them do something, encourage them as much as possible, because a little bit of encouragement goes a very long way. And who knows, one day we may see Thomas do something huge, like create a cure for an illness, or maybe build a great building, or do something wonderful like that. And if not, if he just goes on to be just an ordinary guy, he'll do well at whatever he chooses to do in life, simply because of that encouragement he's getting about making his bed when he's 4. Okay, now go out and be that encouragement to somebody today. Go be a blessing. You may end up being the only one who is. Now, thankfully, I have to say, Thomas and Jimmy are very blessed to be encouraged by family and friends and teachers. So they're the fortunate ones, but there's some out there that aren't quite as fortunate as they are, and they need that blessing. They need that encouragement. So you go be that blessing. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now that's an encouragement to me to keep going on with these Take Twos. JeanneSigler on YouTube. Click that notification bell. Give me a little thumbs up. Let me know. Put a comment if you like. I'm always blessed by that because you will then be notified every time another Take Two is going to be premiering. And of course, don't forget, please tune into my radio program on ultimateoldiesradio.com every Saturday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central AM and PM. You can hear Through the Eyes of a New York Woman, and that's my regular weekly program. You can hear an encore presentation of it on Sundays at 4 Central, 5 Eastern on oldies700.com, oldies700.com, AM and PM. Tune in. I think you'll enjoy what you're going to hear. Okay, I love you all very much, and I hope I encouraged you, and go out and encourage others, okay? And remember, I do it! I love you. I'll see you next week.